Welcome to Module AU, where U stands for Uncertainties. This is the final module of inputs that we look at within the tool, and what we've done previously is really set about understanding the potential impacts and implications of the adaptations that are being analysed. What we want to do in this final module is think about what are the uncertainties, and particularly as we think about more on the research agenda and the unanswered questions that we have. So for each of the adaptations that you'll assess, you have the opportunity for the group to come together and think about the three most important research questions that remain for that adaptation, and to put any other notes or context that you might like to do. What you can see is, as with other parts of the tool, if you only have one research question that the group has, then you can put that in and then put NA and it will close out that line. It's really useful in this module to think about, particularly in the context of the Excellence in Agronomy program, which has research at its core, what are the things that we need to do as a research community to make sure that these options, these adaptation options, are truly ready. And that can include the adaptations for the work. It could be looking at, for instance, if it was machinery, you might look at, is there still a question of if we can further improve that machine in terms of the depth that the seed is put in, or the amount of tillage that's occurring, or the width of the tine, or it could be socioeconomic. It could be, are we really sure that this is relevant for, or not going to impact negatively on women or a subpopulation or something else. But it's really about having that final discussion around what's the research agenda left for each of these adaptation options, and is there any notes that would want to be made in order to ensure that the understanding of what the group has discussed throughout that workshop is captured. This is the point also where you can loop back. So here we can see 6 adaptation options have been evaluated. Click here to add another, or you can go straight to the results. So if you were to click to loop back, you would then select the next option from the list that you would like to evaluate. So in Module AU, we're setting out the uncertainties, the research questions, or any context notes that have come out through the discussion. And this is really important that we don't just leave blank, but we really think about what's the research agenda and what's the context that we need to put in before we finish evaluating a particular adaptation option.